It has been 10 years since GridIron South Africa has been putting, their foot onto South African sporting landscape through the American football side of things. And joining me now to speak about that and more is Stephen Radebe. Stephen, thank you so much for your time. Let's speak about the journey.
2015, we approached a couple of schools in Tsakane, which is where I'm from. We have a couple of them that did agree that I can actually take care of a couple of kids, train them in the game, and also develop a mini league that we are playing in 2015, 16, and 17. And shortly after that, obviously, with the interaction of a lot of people on social media, I managed to get a hold of other people who had interest here in Benoni, in Pretoria, and also in Cape Town. I've been doing a little bit of traveling with my own resources, getting to those locations and trying to really introduce that game. And in the past, I would say 10 years, resource has been the biggest factor, the support that needs to come from different stakeholders to come on board and actually understand what we're doing and why we're doing it. So with that information that we got when we were doing the developments and the research and the interactions in South Africa and abroad, we were introduced to the idea of flag football, which unfortunately grew faster than tackle football, which was the main vision. So when you think American football, you're thinking helmets, shoulder pads, big guys, the swag, and a lot of people that joined us actually wanted to just go and join, put the helmet on and take social media pictures, and then they only get attracted to the game. And flag football is something that is a little bit not inclusive of the protective equipment, but it's much cheaper. So it was easier for me being in Tsakane introducing flag football, and it's easier to take flag football and go to Nkandla somewhere, deep rural areas, and actually be able to put socks on the waist and get the guys to play flag football. And in the 2 years the way we've been doing flag football for the youth, we also had an opportunity to take adult flag football national team to go to Egypt in the past 3 weeks ago, I think, where they played against 9 other countries. Unfortunately, we came 7th because we only had a month to prepare. The other 2 months, we were trying to get sponsors, trying to get players, running tryouts, and everything else that needed to come up with that particular development. Jumping forward to 2022, we restarted the program and met new people who were part of American football in Australia and the US, and they wanted to be on board, and they actually helped us to get the bit of support that we need. Starting in 2015-16 with one helmet and one shoulder pad, we probably have about 50 now because of the support that came from the people involved. The main thing right now is, in the past 10 years, we've been pursuing SASCO, which is the National Olympics Committee, to recognize us as the federation, so that when they recognize us, we're able to knock on certain doors for sponsorship and say, SASCO knows us, so you can actually assist us. We're going to make sure that we present certain reports to them, that we bought equipment, we traveled, we hired coaches, and everyone else involved is actually being taken care of. Unfortunately, the catch-22 is to be able to be recognized by SASCO, you have to develop about 51% in the country. So that means flying to Cape Town out of somebody's pocket, going to Mpumalanga, going to a different province, you have to travel. The idea is to involve certain consultants that we always got involved in the program. One of them is GSP, and initiate the regional developments in all provinces, so that those go out into the province and there's players selected from the regions to the province, and we therefore have a fully fledged national team that is selected from all provinces. Right now we had about 4 provinces who selected players for the national team, so we want more.